Hi everyone, I'm Marijke from RunRepeat and today I'm reviewing the Brooks Ghost 12. The Brooks Ghost is a neutral road running shoe. It has a 19mm forefoot stack and a 31mm heel stack, giving it a 12mm drop. That's quite a bit nowadays, but it didn't really bother me. This isn't the first shoe I've reviewed from Brooks. I've also reviewed the Levitate 2, but it is the first Ghost that I've tried. It's one of their most popular shoes and I always wondered why, so that's why I wanted to test them. It has an engineered mesh upper, and it has some simple overlays on each side of the shoe. I actually kind of like the design. I know some people find it a little bit too simple or not adventurous enough, but I actually like that it looks pretty sleek. It has some medium padding in the tongue and also some padding in the heel. I like that the heel spills over onto the upper here, so there is no seam on the top here to create any hot spots. However, there are two seams on either side here. I think that's just for the aesthetics, because this piece has a little bit of a different color than the rest of the collar. Personally, I wouldn't have done that if I were Brooks, because just to make sure that nobody gets any hot spots from the seams, I would have just made it out of one piece. But I do find the heel pretty comfortable. There's an internal heel counter and does lock you in pretty well. I also like the toe box. There's a slight stretch to the mesh. I do find that the upper locks down pretty well around your foot. It's a bit of a wider platform, which I actually like because I have a bit of a wider forefoot and a bit of a smaller heel, but I have no problems with the fit of this shoe. And I had it in my regular running size. And I found the lockdown around the midfoot pretty good. The midsole of the Ghost is actually made up out of two different parts. So there's the DNA LOFT on the lateral heel side up to the midfoot, and then the rest of the midsole is the Biomogo DNA from Brooks, which is a bit firmer and has a bit more responsiveness to it, while the DNA LOFT is a bit more soft. So it's supposed to help you when you're a heel striker, which I am. But personally, I would have extended the DNA LOFT a bit further on the medial side of the shoe as well, because it ends here. And in the beginning, I had to get used to it that I landed on this part, and this was softer, and then this part wasn't. The outsole of the shoe is of blown rubber, but it does have flex groove, which makes for a pretty flexible shoe. So I really like the flex groove that Brooks uses on the outsole. The rubber is holding up pretty well. I have about 50 miles in this shoe, and there is hardly any wear on the outsole. Personally, for me, this shoe is a little bit too firm, but I do really like the fit of this shoe, really like the upper, and I like that it has a bit of a wider platform that gives you a bit more stability. In the beginning, I had to get used to the dual density of this shoe, but I quickly got used to it and I didn't really notice it anymore. Overall, I found this a really comfortable shoe. It was really comfortable right out of the box. And I can see this to be a really good everyday trainer for lots of runners. This would be a really good shoe to have in your rotation, or if you're a beginner, this could be a really good first shoe because it is quite versatile and it will fit a lot of feet. So in conclusion, I like the fit of this shoe, I like the upper. I didn't have any hot spots in it. The rubber gives you pretty good traction and it's a pretty flexible shoe. The shoe is a little bit too firm for my liking, but overall I do find this to be a really good everyday trainer. So my score for this shoe is a 9 out of 10. If you would like to know more about the Brooks Ghost 12, you can head on over to RunRepeat and read my full review.